Hi, let's, do some laundry, but for me it's more a preparing for a trip that, when you have to go somewhere, and I'm only gone for a day or so, but you don't want to leave your apartment like unfinished, or I don't want to return home to, for example, clothes on my drying rack or dishes not being in a dishwasher or being clean. So I had option today, either laundry video or dishes video, because both of them would be very, very long, and it's currently late at night on a Saturday. And I don't know if I get this video ready for Monday because, first of all, welcome. If you want to do something on the side, feel free to do so. Laundry, whatever, if you just want to listen to it is also fine. Whatever you do, it's your choice. But I felt like I have to do this anyway, and I usually don't like to work on the weekend to take some time off, but I have to do it anyway. I have no time on Monday. We're going to talk about it in a second, and I might as well do it with you guys to also outsource my motivation to you. Because it works wonders if you have, like, if your videos are sometimes based or often based on your chores. Is it chore? Is it called like that? Because then the motivation is like a double motivation kind of thing, because making videos is fun, doing chores sometimes it's not. So if you combine it, the fun outweighs the not wanting to do it. But what happened, Flynn? What's happening? What's going on? Like I said in the last video, at the current moment I have a very busy weeks ahead with in private, the private life section. And it's also a very important thing which never happened before to me, and we're going to talk about that also here today. Also, like, do you guys have a separate drawer for your towels? Because I kind of tend to just put them in here, but they never really have a space reserved, and I always have too many of them. So it's kind of built around the fact that they're always kind of in use, and so now I have the issue of when they all are finished or cleaned. Well, they fit just right. And if you feel like, well, Flynn, there's not a lot of clothes here, well, there's a second drying rack outside. So buckle up, we're gonna have some clothes to go to. And these are, outside is more like a more delicate pieces. This is just a normal wash for normal shirts and stuff. But what's happening? I've been to a concert yesterday on Friday. German artist Nina Schuber, you might know her from the Twitch stream background or from the videos. It's one of the vinyls I have signed by her. And I've seen her so many times now, and we got it. My brother and I got this as a gift for Christmas, and it was amazing. You wouldn't think so, but there were mosh pits. I'm a big fan of going into mosh pits that are very not too aggressive. So like metal concerts and hip hop concerts, they tend to be, mosh pits, whatever that means for you. But I think I'm not there yet, not on a level yet. So I like to go on, very delicate, not too big mosh pits. And yesterday, totally, these mosh pits were present all over the place. And I don't know. I'm not the biggest person for body-to-body contact with random people outside of Hags, as you may know. And yeah, but in the mosh pit it's totally different. And also I just found it recently for me, after Corona, I never really went to concerts, but after Corona this kind of awoken in me to appreciate the being together more as humans, and hence the reason why I tried out a mosh pit last year, and I loved it, and I love the human connection you feel, right? They don't want anything from you other than dancing and pushing you around a bit. And if somebody falls, obviously everybody, guards the person to get back up again. So it also has a very respectful kind of nature to it. That's what I like. The controlled chaos. The controlled outburst of energy and just being human, right? So, yeah, concert was amazing. Had beer all over my shirt. Took it off, not half naked, like still shirt underneath, but this will not fit in here. But just didn't care about. Just screamed to the music, just danced, just behaved the way I wanted, like respectfully, of course. But just freedom, right? Because sometimes I tend to control myself too much discipline, too much take care of this, too much be prepared here. So I like to take these concerts and especially these little mosh pits as my... And I thought about the resting theme, right? We talked about rest in the last video. And weirdly, I felt very rested after the concert in a form, So maybe that's also a way of actively letting things go. Then today I went to a manga convention. Some of you may also know I'm an anime watcher, lover, enjoyer, connoisseur. And I never been to a convention. But I went there for, I don't know. I just came home, and I guess we were there for 7-ish hours. Ate some Japanese food. I bought some things, not really anime related. More like D&D and Japan related. And on Monday, when you hopefully see this video, otherwise it's going to be on Wednesday. I already am in a Dungeons and Dragons session, where I bought a lot of little buttons here. I'll show you a few, but don't tell my teammates. It says Rogue, Cleric, Dungeon Master. I want to give them to my group, just as a little thing. I thought it would be nice. Also bought something for my brother, a little. Now I'm doing a full haul. A little dice tray, which is also a map. You can if you put all of these together, it turns into a little dice tray. Well, I have to fold it right. It's just fresh out of the... Hey, little moth. This. And you have a little dice tray thing, which is just it's just nice to have it. I would probably put it a little bit more down, so have it more space to roll. And this is just nice if you want to travel and you don't need it. You can roll a die on a table, but it makes it feel better. And that's what what life's about. Also maybe a good present, because I have a dice tray. I don't know if I'm in frame, so I have to check it. Also have a dice tray already. But it's just things that makes the game lovelier. And if I have all the cards left, I will also put in the description who and where I bought these things from. I don't get paid to do that, but I think it's only fair to do so. And this is a purchase. First of all, let me get in my other laundry thing. You see it's a lot of shirts on there. And then I also have to pack my bag, do the dishes. But you know, this is now here, the video part, the rest I do for myself. And then I bought something where I'm not really sure, right? You have to know beforehand that I have a love for everything that has a jacket vibe, for jackets as well. Everything else I buy more basic, you know, jeans, some plain black shirts. So the spice in the outfit for me is in the jackets or in the hoodie or in the, you know, in these parts. And I went to, there was also a manga convention, anime convention. It's obviously reasonable that there's also something Japan related, right? A Japan store or a Japan people who have a store, online store, but I don't know what's called, a stand. And I bought something which I just now forgot the name of. Maybe because I didn't really plan on showing you all of this, but now I feel like it. Because my Japan people might know, I want to not go to Japan. I've never been to it. And this is, I don't think I will wear this a lot. It was next to kimono. It's a vintage from Japan kind of thing. If I in the post, I will know the name and I will put it here. And this is how you're supposed to wear it, right? This is the right side. But she also said, and maybe if you're from Japan and this is not allowed, I'm sorry. I think I will mainly have this in a frame in my studio. And I don't think I will wear it, but I was so in love with the knowledge that it's from Japan, vintage, somebody wore it in Japan. And this back print, or this print inside of it, is just so lovely, right? If you're from Japan and you can educate me on that, when it is okay to wear something like that, I'm more than open for it, since I don't want to be disrespectful in any way. But I also want to be, you know, I want to have little Japan in my life. Because you guys do very amazing stuff. And anime is what I've grown up with. And so, you know, it naturally draws me to it, the country as well. And yeah, so that's what I bought today. Was it all? I think so. Not really anime related. And also some iced tea with shanks on it. If you know, you know. For my brother as a little gift tomorrow. It's less about the iced tea, it's more about having this bottle anime related, because in Germany we don't really get this cool marketing stuff with anime personas on it. Like, but in Japan it's all over the place, right? It's just, what can I say? But tomorrow morning, actually right now already, there is a family gathering, a traditional one. Don't want to say too much about it, because it's just an ongoing thing for the past years. Ever since I live, it's been there. You know, when you are a teenager, you don't really want to participate, because you don't want to drive all over Germany to meet distance relatives. It's a lot of them. We have a very big family, and you would say it's a very nice tradition, and I'm totally with you on that, right? But I never know it any different, so I sometimes also didn't attend these meetings out of sheer teenagerism. But now it's the time where, you know, every year somebody else makes is the host, and, you know, invites everybody to their region, into a place of their choice. And then back in the day we had a hike, and then music and dancing, and eating together, the evening. But the hiking times are currently not as strong because people get older, kids, which very much to my dismay, I really, really always enjoyed these walks as, they were, I think it's always on here, right? Or? I'm not quite sure. I have too little of these, so I cannot give a dedicated one to each and every one anymore. Yeah, I think I have to. Yeah, but I thought I will never wear them, but now in the summer, they're coming back on me, because I like a little half long sleeve thing to wear, and so a shirt is just perfectly fine for that purpose. And I really enjoyed the, being on a big hike, and then you can like cycle through the different people to really have a talk with them, right? So you were really able to talk with, I don't know, your distant great grand aunt, cousin, whatever everybody is related in which way with. And it always felt very, very, very nice, because if you're on a big party, the issue, you cannot really talk with everybody, they are too busy dancing, partying, eating, or staying in the same group they're used to. But if you are on a hike, it's so long, you really have time to talk to everybody. But, since the anime convention was today, we decided to go tomorrow. If I say today and tomorrow, it's viewed on this perspective of that today is Saturday, right? For me. And so we're going to go tomorrow early in the morning, because the big thing is now me and my brother are the next ones in line to be the hosts. It happened. After all these years, it's now our time. Our time to invite people to our place, to, not our place, but our city, our region, to plan the whole thing, to be adults. And I'm more than up to the task now, if that's not the issue here. But I'm also very happy to give it my own twist. And when you always complain that something might be a little boring for you as a teenager, you have to make it better as a grown-up. And so, but then tomorrow we have to go there, take a 4 to 5 hour drive, sleep there, Monday go back, and then on Monday, just when I come back, I slide into the D&D session, skipping the gym, going to the gym on Thursday, then in the stream, and then Wednesday, and then when the weekend is, then I have a normal weekend off. That's what I mean with that my private time is a little bit too full for my liking, right? I like all of these things, and I think it's more like that these are like special occasions, right? These are once a year. They're just now back to back, because otherwise I would have a free, what am I doing here? I would have a free day tomorrow, which I would appreciate. But as you can see, I also cannot stay still and just take the time off today. I could have just shot this video on Wednesday, but guys, I like this. I like this, and I have to do it anyway. And I don't want to artificially make a task up on Wednesday when I just have it now, right? I have to do it anyway. And, if so it's on time, and so maybe it will still only be out on Wednesday when I didn't have time to edit this, but at least I've tried. And I like this stuff, so it's not like I'm doing this against my will or something. This is the fun part. Otherwise, I would have just done this here in silence, and that's okay too. But this is obviously But I think I've said enough that it's fun now, right? You kind of got it. I'm just now wondering why, like these were all in here before, but how? Where do you belong to? Maybe here. Double stacking, what can I do? And yeah, so you can see now Friday concert. Last weekend was also full, and I'm not complaining here. Life is there to be lived to the fullest, but it's also there to, have it or try to achieve the balance that you would like to have. And so, if you watch these videos, you might also, chances are high that you're also interested in my life. So here I am, sharing it with you. There was also something very funny happening today. That gave me kind of a perspective on all of it, because I always feel like, not in a bad way, I'm very proud of what we've reached so far, of you guys, how kind you are. People always tell me, oh, you're so kind community, the comments are so nice. I'm like, yeah, that's you guys. And, I don't really have a perspective, because I always see my numbers, always see my thing, and comparison is a thief of joy. But I feel like I'm still comparing it to an image in my head, right? What I would like to be at, would like to have at, would want to reach, would want to have. So it was very nice today to see other content creators as well, or business people, or just reactions. This one lady who I bought the, whatever the name was, the piece of clothing from the Japanese store. We had a very lovely talk, and she wanted to, she asked me what I was doing, because I said, maybe I can use this for a music video, and she was like, huh? Later, there's always my reason to buy a little bit more extraordinary piece of clothing, always like, maybe I use this in a music video. Do you see a lot of music videos from me out there yet? No, but maybe in the future. Maybe one day I will have the team to shoot music videos, and then I'm thinking of all these nice clothes I can wear. It's just the thing I say to justify the purchase. You know it. But I would use these in music videos whenever I shoot them. And I plan to have them, but obviously not tomorrow. And then we, Instagram, we exchanged it. And I know me, you know me, I don't make a big deal out of it. And I showed her this. she turned around and screamed to her husband, hey, I have a real star here. And I was like, ooh. I'm not a star at all. But just for somebody to really say that, I was like, well, I guess we've reached a point where it impresses people. And that's, I think, a good thing, right? Better to have people be impressed of you than to be unimpressed. What is the opposite? Impressed and not impressed. But whatever, guys, maybe less of a laundry, more part of my life kind of day today. Now I do the dishes and clean a little bit, and then pack my bag, and then I go to bed. So maybe you took this also to do your laundry. Maybe you just listen to it. Whatever you did, thank you. And yeah, we see each other next time.